Welcome back. Extra time coming up here. And you just wonder a little bit, don't you, in the modern era, whether it might be a smarter idea to go straight to penalties.
Well, I think so. Now, Ian, and the games I've seen over the last few years, normally extra time, it's just a bit of a walkthrough for penalty shootouts. So I think it's a better scenario now, particularly in a game like this and the amount of hours they've been on planes, the amount of travel that they've had to incur. I think straight to penalties is a better way of finishing the game, to be very honest. Nobody really wants extra time with the final on Sunday, and then a trip back to Spain for a league game.
But both teams, all the clubs, know exactly what the protocols are for this competition. Just a bit of massage for some tired muscles there for Jose Maria Jimenez. I think Carlo Ancelotti is probably quite grateful that Real Madrid did get out of that hole that they dug for themselves. Two number sixes. Sportsman-like little hug. The game has been played in a pretty good spirit. Angel Correa has come on here, striker for Atletico Madrid. That's their fourth change. Of course, they're allowed 6 now, but it's gone to extra time. They've both used 3 already.
Yeah, there you see Morata off.
So they won't have him to take a penalty if it comes to that. Correa did score against Lugo in the Copa del Rey at the weekend. In fact, it was just after a couple of minutes of the game he scored. Good goal, well worked. 3-3. Now read on.
You see there, Ian, the goal was actually given to Kepa Arrizabalaga, not to Rudiger.
I think they might need to look at that again, don't you? Nobody really wants it, do they?
Yeah. Give it to the goalkeeper.
It's definitely an own goal anyway.
He made the initial mistake. Let's give it to him.
It was a right old mess from a Real Madrid point of view. All 3 Real Madrid goals tonight from defenders, which is bizarre. That'll be a free kick to Atletico.
Yeah, he was just a little bit impatient.
What is the player's mentality when it moves into extra time like this? How is it different psychologically, maybe?
Well, it's just that who's on top, you would think, who's got fresher legs, who are more energetic, who are fitter. And what you'd say is that it would be Real Madrid, so the substitutions have to play their part for Atletico Madrid. But I always find that in extra time, the players become a little bit more safer. They don't want to take a chance. They want to defend the goal first and foremost. If there's a pass that they need to play, and it might be, you know, a difficult pass, they'd rather play the safer pass because they don't want to give the game away or give the, you know, lose the game. And that's why it normally ends in penalties.
Here's Brahim Diaz, already a bright cameo from him tonight. Vinicius to lay it back. Bellingham now. Brahim Diaz. Mackie, you had a long chat, didn't you, with Jude Bellingham the other week after one of the matches? How was he?
Yeah.
Enjoying it all?
Yes,
I bet he is.
Yeah, he's, as you can imagine, Ian, he's being treated like a king. I was chatting to him after the Clasico, of course, where he scored 2 and they won 2-1, so you can imagine what he was like, how he was feeling.
How's his Spanish? Is it as good as yours?
Well, it's not at the moment, but it will be. He's a boy who wants to learn. He's learning quickly. He certainly doesn't have to learn anything on the pitch.
It's Rudiger laying it forward towards Rodrigo. And Vinicius staying out there, even though Atletico have taken off their main man, Morata, or one of their main men anyway. There's Carvajal. Spreads the play, but not enough weight on the pass. So allows Atletico to just escape for a moment. They're just looking for breaks, aren't they, Atletico, I think? If you offer them the penalty shootout, it looks like they'd take that right now.
Yeah, I think so.
And that may be the way of it in extra time. Brahim Diaz finds a good ball. Valverde. Witsel. Lost track of the ball there. That could be very costly. Ping pong around the penalty area. And Atletico get away with it. Shot to Florentino Perez there, the president of Real Madrid. Doesn't have the old Galactico policy anymore, does he?
Thankfully.
Yeah. Well, you were a bit of a victim of that for a while, weren't you?
There's a lot of victims, really.
Just not the finances to support that, and of course there's all the talk about Kylian Mbappe, of course. Will he, won't he end up at Real Madrid? It looks, or it has looked, for about 2 or 3 years as if it was his likely destination, but I don't think we're really that near to finding the answer, not yet.
It's entirely up to Kylian, isn't it, Ian? And how far he thinks Paris Saint-Germain are away from conquering Europe and winning the Champions League, and at this moment it looks as if they're as far away as they've ever been.
Valverde out to Brahim Diaz. Valverde again. Carvajal, great challenge. It looked like it. The referee didn't think so. He gives a free kick. Maybe the studs were showing a little too much for his liking.
See from the reaction, Ian, it was absolutely perfect.
That's a great tackle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great tackle. So that is a nonsense we've just witnessed there, that decision from a referee who has kept it going pretty well tonight, in fairness to him.
He has.
Everybody's allowed a mistake. The players make plenty, so do the coaches. Yeah. So do we.
And he never gave out yellow cards or anything like that. He's just got it wrong, that was all, which is fine.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Here's Koke. Now Axel Witsel. Got some players who really know their way around a football match out there, haven't they? Koke, Witsel, old soldiers.
Yeah, huge amounts of experience, of course.
It's Griezmann. Just made it hard for Koke for a moment there. Atletico just looking for that little bit extra pace around the team. Riquelme, this is raiding down the left hand side. Oh, that's a clever little turn from Correa. Bright idea, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nice, just doing something different.
And that's all it might take to decide a game as tight as this. Correa's got fresher legs, of course, only recently come on. Probably sent out with instructions like, go on, go out and win the game for me. Okay, again. Rodrigo Riquelme. He was with last season, getting plenty of experience and no doubt got his eyes on everything they're doing this season. That was that moment. Carvajal's feeling it here. Might see one or two players going down with cramp, might we? Joselu, haven't seen him.
Yeah, Joselu.
Thought he might come on.
Dani Ceballos all there, some fresh legs for Madrid. Getting ready.
"15 minutes each way, of course, extra time. And most so. Riquelme from a long way out. Bit on the optimistic side.
Yeah.
Has got a couple of La Liga goals this season, Riquelme. Bellingham. Diaz is closing in on that.
Did well, didn't he?
And also to hook it away.
Did really well. To keep his eye on it.
Can't interpret the sign language for you, sorry.
Yeah.
Kroos with the corner kick. Carvajal with a little bit of swerve on it, and Rudiger's challenge was deemed unfair, and rightly so, I think, on Oblak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a foul on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, thankfully he pulls out, doesn't he, really, Rudiger? Doesn't tact with him, because it could have been dangerous.
Even said sorry, I think.
Let's not go overboard,
Something like that, anyway. Witsel. Just keep finding a way to stay in this game, don't they?
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid.
Just a little bit of containment in this first half of extra time. They haven't ventured forward, really.
When he went to a penalty shootout in the 2020 final of this competition, Real Madrid won by 4 successful penalties to 1. Well, that's ancient history now. It's Kroos.
Nice ball.
Rodrigo. 10 goals so far this season for Rodrigo. Now Vinicius. They're going to have to move the ball quickly to find a way through, and somebody's going to have to do something a little special, you feel. It's an X factor they need.
Yeah.
Carvajal just trying to pull Atletico out of shape. Easier said than done. Carvajal. Diaz makes a run. Runners off the ball. That'll help too. Eduardo Camavinga. Vinicius' ball. And to spread the play a little. Same pattern.
Yeah, they're almost teasing them to get Real Madrid to cross the ball into the penalty area, because they know they can deal with that. Madrid want to keep passing it from side to side, waiting for the final moment. If they can thread it through the centre.
Kroos. Not an issue at all for Oblak. Should they be thinking of the Joselu option to give them someone who might win a header if they want to mix it up a bit more?
Yeah, I think so now. It's always good to have a plan B. And no matter what you say about Joselu, he certainly has his chances. Whether he converts the majority of them is another question, but he gets chances when he's on the field. And he's a different type of threat.
Yeah. Surprise signing, wasn't he, after 16 goals in La Liga for Espanyol last season. And he's got 9 already in this campaign, 5 of them in La Liga, Joselu. But we're not going to see him for the moment. Another Atletico change coming up. Koke staying down. Quarter past midnight it is now.
Well,
local time.
They're certainly taking the time, aren't they? Get to the half-time of extra time.
So Koke's race is run, and Javi Galan usually plays wide on the left to come on. He might not here, we'll see. Yeah, that's where he's settled down. Leftish in midfield anyway. Nacho to lay it forward. Vinicius to Carvajal. There's Brahim. Yep, and we'll deal with those crosses quite comfortably like that. And it's almost like you said, as if they're saying, go on, hit a cross in.
Yeah, you can have the ball wide. We're going to stay nice and compact centrally. We're going to defend the penalty area. Anywhere at the sides of the penalty area if you want to cross it in. Deal with it.
One minute of added time at the end of this first period of extra time. That's not a great header from Nacho that time, but Valverde's picked it up here for Real Madrid. It's Vinicius. Deflection on that. Behind for a corner kick. A reminder, 2 goals from corners already in this game. Kroos to take the latest of them.
It's a good header, wasn't it? Jimenez, really good header.
Kroos again, dangerous looking ball in. Well done with by Hermoso this time. And that concludes the first period of extra time. 3-3 still. Tense. And the penalty shootout looms in the minds of the players, well, and the coaches, and the fans for that matter. There's one man who's sure to take one.
Yeah.
Tussle. Jude Bellingham's first experience of the Super Cup competition. It used to be just the cup winners against the league winners, didn't it?
Yeah.
Atletico had a famous win at the Bernabeu to take the trophy, which their fans fondly remember.
Yeah, this will be interesting now, Ian, who comes off. Ceballos and Joselu going on. You'd think there'd be forward type players going off, so this will be interesting when it gets down to the penalty takers.
Yeah, Joselu, we thought we might be seeing him. And Cesar Azpilicueta, another former Chelsea player, he's coming on as well. So that's 6 substitutes used, no more allowed for Atletico. There is Azpilicueta. He's a splendid servant at Chelsea. It only cost them about £7 million, as I remember, from Marseille.
No Vinicius Junior off.
No Vinicius anymore, so no penalty taking duties for him tonight.
And Rodrigo as well. None for him.
Well,
there you go, the two Brazilian boys off.
And Rodrigo has taken penalties, hasn't he, in the past? So, yeah, that's interesting. So the shootout looms. Almost a completely, well, not completely new cast, but about half the outfield players have been swapped over now.
Keeping up with everybody's names, that's the hard part.
I wonder whether we might have seen Arda Güler, who made a belated debut, didn't he, the other day in the Cup after his long-term injury, the young Turkish international.
Yeah, very talented boy.
Left footer, isn't he? Likely that there'll be one big chance for somebody in what time remains. But who, and will it be taken? Ceballos gets his first involvement, back to Camavinga. Valverde looks like he's going to do the whole 2 hours of this. Bellingham, likewise.
I wonder whether they just lost a little bit of impetus, though, on the wings with the two Brazilian boys going off. Raheem Diaz, Dani Ceballos like to play infield, really. Might be up to the two fullbacks to get around them. He may be a bit narrow.
Here's Kroos. Free kick in a dangerous sort of area, 25 yards up.
Yeah, it was sloppy by Axel Witsel, really. Just lazy. That's lazy, that is.
Should be a yellow card, that, shouldn't it?
I think the referee wants to give a yellow card tonight, does he?
Doesn't look like it. Every other day, in European football, preventing an attack developing like that is a yellow card. But yeah, it seems almost to be a policy, doesn't it? Let's keep everybody out on the pitch.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything really stupid. So here's a moment for Real Madrid. It'll take something special to beat Oblak from out there. But Kroos, is he going to try from there? Maybe not.
No, it looks as if it's a cross, doesn't it? Far post.
Yeah, that's what he's going to try and do. Rudiger and come forward. Jimenez won the header for Atletico. 2 World Cups behind him. Jose Maria Jimenez. Over 200 games in La Liga. Seen it all. Kroos stands it up to the back post. And Molina with a not very good clearance. But the referee has seen something he doesn't like and is going to pull the play back here. I think he was fouled by Joselu, really. That was elbow in the ribs, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think in his defence, I think Molina just pushed him into Jimenez.
Here's Dani Ceballos. Kroos. Anything now likely to be decisive. Still looking to work the angles. Dealing with all those crosses very efficiently. Forward by Recalme. Looks to have gone out of play as couldn't quite keep it in.
No.
Nacho to lay it forward. There's Heli Galan again. Stopped illegally. That'll buy a little bit of time for Atletico Madrid. Atletico haven't been involved in a domestic penalty shootout since they played Real in the 20s. It's back in the bad old days of COVID, of course. Real's last domestic penalty shootout was in the semi-final of this competition last year when they beat Valencia.
Yeah, Fede Valverde, a bit of a dead leg then, see if he can run it off.
Just La Cueta.
Yeah, it just looks as if he's struggling a bit, Fede Valverde.
Keep an eye on that one. Nacho. Here's Camavinga.
Yeah, you're right there, Ian. Arda Güler's looks as if he's gonna come on.
Yeah,
for Fede Valverde.
And that'll be the last substitution for Real. Just as well they left one up their sleeve, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Surely will be Valverde. I'm struggling a little bit.
Yeah, it's just that last challenge. I just think it was unfortunate, really. Just accidentally got a dead leg.
And Valverde gets a rousing reception, and on comes Arda Güler. Still the first chapter of his Real Madrid career, young Güler. And waited a long time to see him because of injury. Kroos. Find a little angle. Kroos again. And possession had to be quarried. Bellingham's in a heap in the corner. He was hoping for the free kick. The ref wasn't going to give it. He's let a lot go, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Which has, certainly did in the first half, add to the spectacle. Here is Güler. Rudiger. He's going to take something a little bit more than that, away by Jimenez. The clock ticks on towards 120 minutes.
Yeah.
And 120 minutes means penalty shootout time. Brahim Diaz. Manchester City always thought he would be a big star. Never quite happened for him at City. Some useful contributions at Milan for sure. He was a regular there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Camavinga again. Decent run, but cut him off. Atletico using all their know-how. There's a lot of gnarled, experienced professionals around there. They're using those qualities to see their way through here to, well, they'll take the penalty shootout, won't they?
Yeah. You could see that from the first minute of extra time. Very rarely ventured. We're more than happy to get to penalties.
Which means we will have a hero and a villain, probably. It's usually the way of it, unfortunately, in the shootouts. I think only the neutrals can really enjoy them.
Yeah, I think so. That's why, as we said before, Ian, that's why sometimes 90 minutes and then straight to penalty shootouts is the best thing. Particularly in a tournament like this. Extra 30 minutes just puts fatigue. There's not much going on. Nobody wants to make a mistake.
Carvajal here. And a great chance for Joselu! And it's in! Real Madrid! Is that the winner? It looks like it. Came on as sub. Finished it off. He always finds a way, doesn't he, Joselu?
Ian, I think it's an own goal. I think Joselu misses it. And that is like Joselu. But we'll wait and see if it gets cleared up.
Well, he's taking the celebrations.
He is taking the celebrations.
We'll look back at that again. Real Madrid are in front, and they're in front very, very late.
I hope he does score, Ian. Because he's had a lot of criticism for missing chances. Nacho looks as if he's been injured by one of his own play. Let's have a look at this. Ball gets fizzed wide. Into the box. I think he misses it and it comes off Savage. I think he misses his header, Ian. Let's have a look at this. It might be a better angle. Over, cross, throws his head at it. He still can't see it. The replays are not very good, unfortunately.
He wheels away, taking all the plaudits as strikers do.
It's off Stefan Savic, Ian. Cross comes in, he misses it, and then it comes off Savic's foot.
What a freak goal that is.
Goes over the goalkeeper's head.
It's been a freaky night. Yeah, it is. It is a Savic.
Yeah, you'll see it better here.
Goal.
Misses it, off Savage's pink boot, over Oblak's head. What a way to get the winner, if it is the winner.
Well, that's as extraordinary, really, as that goal earlier on. That Atletico score. Your eyesight is better than mine.
I mean, Joselu celebrated as if he scored.
He did.
Oh, man. And now Atletico decide to go forward.
Let's see if they can do something here. They might. Griezmann! Oh! Inches away. Looked like that anyway.
I mean, you always wonder why didn't they get on in the game. This seems with the stanchion at the back of the goal. Let's have a look here. Yeah, stanchion at the back of the goal, yeah. It's a yard wide.
Seven goals on the night. The most goals there's ever been in a Madrid derby was back in 1959 when Atletico won 6-3 away to Real Madrid. Not going to get that tonight, but it's certainly been richly entertaining on the goals front.
I mean, it's an incredible game with incredible talking points. I mean, Kay, Ali and Luis, I think they'll be talking for the next 3 hours on FC. And they've witnessed some game tonight, and it's only part one of the semi-finals.
You have to say, don't you, that Real Madrid have been the team trying to win the game.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And Atletico were sitting, I think, and kind of hoping for the shootout. I think it was going to take something like that, wasn't it, to break the deadlock.
The sad thing is, Ian, it was actually an awful own goal, wasn't it? It almost fluffs his lines, and if to bounce off the defender so unfortunate over Oblak's head, you want the winner to be a moment of brilliance, some beautiful, well-crafted goal. Instead, it was an ugly one.
Well, we have had two brilliant goals tonight. One from Mendy, the deft flick, and then Griezmann's record breaker, making him Atletico's all-time leading scorer. But we've had a couple of very, very ugly, messy ones as well.
There was another defender as well, Ian. Stefan Savic own goal.
Picked up here by Recalme. Atletico have to attack now. They're running out of road. Both teams have been in front and behind on the night. Is there another twist to come? Molina. Well, Kepa wasn't quite sure. That was just going to go out of play, wasn't it?
Yeah, lost his bearings.
Lost his bearings, so it's a corner. It needn't have been a corner from a Real point of view, that.
No, could have easily left it.
That just gives a little sniff to Atletico Madrid late in the day. Griezmann with the corner for Atletico. Rudiger with the header. Even Oblak's forward. Now he's out of position. He can't afford any mistake there. Recalme. off Camavinga that hurt.
Yeah, I think Simeone wants to get in the penalty box as well now. He's run right down the field.
Now, the Atletico supporters think that Camavinga's making a bit of a meal of this, but I think that's quite a painful place.
You're right, Ian, he did. You can see straight away.
Yeah.
We'll put another minute on or so. The referee. I think as Derby's goal though, Ian, it's been very, very enjoyable.
I wouldn't have bet on 4-3, put it that way.
It's like Jan Oblak has stayed up, trying to use his size to put people off. Can Madrid break?
Spilicueta with the long throw for Atletico, looking to cause some late havoc as the ball bounces around, but Oblak's got to get back sharpish here.
How quick is he? Not that quick.
He's in a race with Brahim Diaz. Is he going to put this in? Well, what a weird goal that is. That's incredible, isn't it? Real Madrid have won it now. And I think I've seen just about everything in this game now.
Oh, let's see if they can carry on for another 20 minutes. And there's Carlo, absolutely ecstatic as he normally is. I mean, you're right. Could Real Madrid break was the shout, and the answer is yes. Goalkeeper 50-yard sprints because they normally don't need to sprint, and he gives him a 10-yard start. Brahim Diaz skips past them, and it's all about composure and roll it into an empty net.
Yeah. He was just too quick.
Too quick.
He won the Olympic 100-meter race and then was still cool enough and with enough energy to look up and just roll that into the empty net for 5-3 to Real Madrid. And that scoreline to tell you the story of this topsy-turvy night. And I think the final whistle has gone amid all of that somewhere. Real Madrid will be on the final on Sunday against either Barcelona or Osasuna. Diego Simeone has to be philosophical, so do Atletico Madrid. They thought they were heading for a penalty shootout, but Real Madrid has so often come up with some late drama, and that's exactly what they've done here. Rich entertainment. Hope you've enjoyed it from Steve McManaman and me, Ian Darke. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you soon on a breathless night here in Saudi Arabia.